beautiful soul. Welcome. This is Rochelle with the Healing Rose, your tarot and oracle reader here with the Comfy Cozy Witch Oracle. This is from Jenny Blonde. I absolutely love the artwork. I pre-ordered it based just on the artwork alone. So I have had this for a few weeks now. And I've absolutely just loved it. It is so sweet. It says, within the 47 beautifully illustrated cards in this oracle deck, you will find enchantments of the hearth and home alongside the serenity of the natural world. Jenny Blonde, host of the #1 witchcraft podcast, The Comfy Cozy Witch, guides users to connect to intuition, strengthen their bond with the world around them, and explore layers of self-awareness and spiritual connection. Let this deck be a source of reflection and cozy wisdom. So this is from Sterling Ethos. The art is Jane Carkill. And I love it. I think the packaging is just adorable. So we do have a cute little book. I love the inside of the cover. I honestly think the design of the whole thing is really well put together. So it is not a full color book. So we have an intro, get to know the deck, how to use the guidebook, suggested spreads, and then the cards. So there is a few different suggestions on how you might want to do it, several 3-card reading options, long-term reading, journaling with it. We have a little page that has the cards and keywords, and it tells us which page we can find that on, so it's very quick to go through. It's also all alphabetical. Like, if the cards aren't numbered, at least put them in alphabetical order so we can find them quickly when we go through the guidebook. When people don't do that and they divide it into, you know, suits and things, and it's an oracle. Make it easy for us to use. So we get a little affirmation, we get a message, and then a prompt for journaling or deeper contemplation or meditation, whatever you choose to use the prompt for. So the backs are absolutely gorgeous. We have a really lovely soft matte deck. It is not like a rose petal finish or anything. It's very smooth. It has a fabulous shuffle. So it shuffles in a very beautiful way. It holds its shape brilliantly. So it is just a little bit larger than a tarot. Let me see, do I have a tarot on hand? All right, so we have the Muse. Get down here. The Muse Tarot. So it's just slightly bigger than the sort of modern, the Hay House style tarot. So most of us are familiar with that sort of size that's being put out now. So not quite as big as our usual chunky oracle, but I actually really like it because it makes this super easy to handle, to work with. The cards have a great bounce back. They've held their shape well. I've been using it fairly consistently over the last few weeks. So let's take a look at the cards. The cardstock is, I'm in love with this cardstock. So we do have our title and a couple of little keywords. The illustrations are gorgeous. We have the same little soft border around all of the cards. Yeah, I do very much. I very, very much enjoy working with this deck. So it is quite, I'm going to say, easy to work with your intuition, because you can look at something and go, okay, self-love, tranquility, it's pretty obvious. It doesn't necessarily require going into the guidebook because I think the keywords are quite clear. I love the chocolate. I think that's fabulous. Candle magic, bell, black candles. I do love this, the old-fashioned woven beehives. Those are quite fun. I'm really in love with the art in this deck, to be completely honest. Oh, look. How did a dog hair get in there? I don't know. I'll say it was the dog. It's everywhere. Like, if you have pets, like, oh, it's so hard to keep the dog hair out of everything. Oh, this is so adorable. I love how we have these added little botanicals in here. It's really, it's just a gorgeous little deck. So this, I have been working with this and the Cozy Witch Tarot, which is absolutely gorgeous with this. So we'll take a look at that in a second. If you have not seen the Cozy Witch Tarot, oh my goodness, it is so lovely. All right, so maybe let's do a little reading for everyone who's here. And just a note, if you do want a private reading, I do offer those. I'm only taking 2 or 3 readings a week right now. But if you sign up on my mailing list, you get a little bonus discount on your first reading. And you get to hear all kinds of news of what's going on and what festivals I'm at. Okay, so let's go. We will use Our Lady of the Lake spread. It's my little signature spread that I do for 3-card readings. It's one that I tend to use for myself quite often. I use this for my 5-card for my daily draw. So our first card, what inner power or hidden strength is ready to rise within? How can I tap into the deep well of wisdom and intuition available to me? And what blessing or lesson is being offered through this connection? So let's take a look and see what the guidebook says. So we have intuition. So what inner power or hidden strength is ready to rise? And there we go. My inner compass knows the way. The divine, the knowing. Your intuition, like any of your other senses, needs a tune-up every once in a while in order to work to the best of its ability. Lately, you may have found yourself lacking confidence in your inner knowing. The intuition card is here to remind you that there are ways to begin trusting that intuition. Close your eyes, hold a lapis lazuli or amethyst crystal to your forehead, and ask your guides to help calibrate your inner compass. You may also want to do a guided intuition visualization or meditation to reconnect to your inner knowing. Have you found yourself more interested in psychic knowledge lately? This card could also be assigned to explore and develop your clair senses. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairtangency, clairalience, and clairgustance. Know that even though you may not be confident in your intuition right now, you can always trust that with practice, your confidence in it will return. And the prompt is, how can I feel more connected to myself and my inner knowing? What clair sense do I wish to explore further, and why? So the inner power or hidden strength, right? Your intuition, trusting your intuition, allowing yourself to really tap into that deeper knowing that you have. So how can I tap into the deep well of wisdom and intuition available to me? All right, path making. This is an interesting card. I love the little mouse. It says forge or create. I am the architect of my spiritual journey and forge my own path. Are you a follower in your life, in your relationships, or in your spiritual practice? Or do you lead yourself, forging your own path? Sometimes it's easy to follow someone else's lead or to recreate something made by another, an altar setup, a spell, a ritual, a recipe, and such. This card is here to remind you of your own power to create your own path. Disregard what you've read in books, what others tell you to do, or what you've seen on social media, and move forward with what inspires you and what you're called to do. Remember, the well-trodden paths of others may offer comfort, but they won't lead you to your own unique spiritual journey. Now is the time to honor your inner guidance and intuition and forge your own path. Trust that the wisdom you seek does indeed lie within you. Excellent. The prompt: how can I step away from conformity and forge my own spiritual path? So what's ready to rise? That trust in the intuition, like trusting your own divine knowing, trust your own connection with the divine. And you really need to step into the trust. How can you tap into it? Step into the trust. Do it your way. Like everybody has a different method for connecting to their intuition, but you can do it your own. All right, so the blessing or lesson being offered. We have the black candle. Caution and reflection. I approach life with thoughtful caution. The black candle card appears to you as a symbol of deep reflection and a gentle warning. Its flame flickers in the dark, illuminating areas of your life where caution and discernment are needed. Black candles, often used in rituals for protection and release, signal a time to carefully consider your choices and actions. There may be something you need to let go of, whether that's a situation, relationship, or particular behavior. Or maybe there's something from which you need protection in this moment. Whatever it is, this card advises you to approach your current situation with care. Take time to assess potential risks when starting a new endeavor, and be sure to protect your energy well. The purpose of the black candle card is not to bring fear, but to guide you through transitions with reflection and strength. If you asked the cards a yes or no question, pulling this card gives you a resounding no. So that's kind of interesting, hey? The prompt: where in my life is discernment needed? How can I tap into the energy of the black candle for protection and release? So if you are needing more discernment in your life, you're needing to reflect on a situation, be more cautious and not just like forge ahead all crazy like. So you're wanting to create a clear path for yourself, do it with discernment, and trust that you already know what you need to do. Trust your intuition. So if your gut's telling you, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, like maybe I need to step back, like maybe you should listen to that, right? This is all about you connecting to your intuition, creating your own path, and doing it with discernment and not just like jumping full steam ahead into some kind of craziness, right? So I think it's just a really, really beautiful little deck to work with. So I have been working with the Cozy Witch Tarot, and I think the Comfy Cozy Witch and the Cozy Witch are honestly like perfect little companions for each other. This is quite the chunky tarot deck, and they're almost exactly the same size. So to me, it feels really balanced when I'm working with it. And honestly, the illustrations are just absolutely, there's a vibe here. There's like a synchronicity that they just really, really suit. So when we're looking at the artwork, the overall vibe of it, the feel of it, the cute little messages on this tarot, the two of these are like, I can't even tell you how much I have been enjoying sitting and playing with these two decks together. They have been quite constant companions. So it's just really fabulous to find decks that work together for myself, because I love pairing tarot and oracle together. So these two have been They have been super fabulous. All right, so if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I so love and appreciate you. I so appreciate you being here, especially if you are a subscriber. I hope that that little reading has resonated with you, and if you do want a personal private reading over Zoom, you can connect with me. Just check the link below and feel free to sign up for the mailing list. All right, I'm wishing you the most fabulous week and an absolutely wonderful day.